I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by a certified Kyudee Pai. Hi.
Hello, salutations.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself
Thank
to
you for
everybody.
having me. Sure. My name is Kyudee Pai, Kyudeepai, and I am an alien from outer space. I was born in space, but I was dropped off here as a baby, and I've been raised by humans. So, as far as I'm concerned, Earth is my planet.
Yes.
I'm 25 years old. I love anime. I love tokusatsu. I love Pokemon. But most importantly about me, I have a bunch of physical disabilities. So I've been using my platform so far in the little less than a month that I've been streaming to educate people about my conditions and help spread the word and raise money to support people like me.
And you're just coming off a little fundraiser, and I thanked you off the air, and we'll thank you on the show for that, because it's always good to be able to give a little bit of your time for that sort of thing.
Indeed, I raised money for the Marfan Foundation, which is an organization that helps folks with various chronic and genetic conditions, including Stickler's syndrome, which is a connective joint disorder that I happen to have. So I raised $150 for them in the course of about a week.
Cool. Now I know of Marfan's from the problems with the heart, and that was something that, coming from sports talk background, I know a little bit about it, just a little bit, where it seemed that folks who were taller than average sometimes had this, and it affected their heart in some way. Is it the same group of conditions we're talking about here? Yeah.
Well, they recently added Stickler's syndrome to their list of to the list of conditions that they help with.
Yeah. So Stickler's syndrome, what is, if you don't mind talking about it a little bit?
Sure.
What does it do to you?
It's basically a connective tissue disorder that makes it so my joints are rather weak. It makes, for me at least, it gives me a couple symptoms of arthritis. And it generally weakens my movement.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah. I've gone through a couple of times where I basically had to relearn to walk because of certain things that happened. One was an arthritis-related attack, and one was a result of a surgery on my liver, which was different.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to relearn to walk a couple of times myself.
Yeah, frustrating.
I've had a whole bunch of surgeries.
Yeah.
I'm currently getting over a really rough case of sciatica.
Oh, my wife got that. Yeah. You and my wife should compare notes on that one. But that's one I've avoided, thankfully.
Yeah.
But it all adds up, and when you get more than one thing going on, you have to balance one against the other sometimes. Sometimes the treatment for one does not help the other.
Yeah, exactly. And in my case, I have a whole bunch of compounding conditions which make it so treatment is really difficult because, again, what works for one thing doesn't work for another thing. And, something that'll work for one of the conditions I have is the exact opposite of what I should be doing for another condition I have.
Perfect.
So it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah.
But I get by.
Well, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be here if you weren't a fighter, for crying out loud, at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was a baby, I was in an incubator for about 6 months before I was allowed to actually go home because I was so weak when I was born.
Yeah.
And the doctors actually told my parents, "Hey, don't count on taking them home. They might not make it. Don't count on taking them home." And yet here I am.
Yeah, yeah, and
So
the advancement um, in what babies are able to recover from is amazing. And my daughter just had a premature child, and
wow.
premature at 5 pounds, which I think is pretty big for premature. But
Oh my goodness.
yeah, he was
Yeah, I was premature myself. I was a pound and a half.
yeah. So there's a little bit of difference there, um, but he's doing fine now. We're back at home, and but you
Aw.
but you but you hear now tales of people being born at less than a pound and making it, which is incredible to me.
Yeah, it's truly incredible. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I owe a lot to NICU units, and I'm sure so many people do too.
yeah, yeah, and I certainly do. So my hats off to them. But yeah, still, I mean, you've got a situation here where you've got a handful of pain. If you're
Yup.
dealing out someone dealt out the cards, and right now, the times you look down, you've got the wonderful hand of 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of
Yup.
all different suits, and and you got to work with that somehow. But here you are. I mean, what keeps you pushing forward?
Um, mostly I honestly I would have to say it's my family and my friends
Mm,
because with everybody encouraging me, I keep getting back up. I keep moving along, and yeah, it's actually pretty easy to keep your head up when you have people cheering you on.
yeah, it's true. It is true, and people that don't let you get too far down. I mean, you're going to get down. I mean, just
Yeah.
every human when it comes down to it. Even space aliens like yourself are human when it comes down to it.
Yep. Yep.
There's just going to be times when you're just going to hit it, but in the times I've been in there in the hospital, and doesn't even not trying to compare because you got me in a lot of people as far as that can, but there are times you're there like, oh boy, is this ever going to end? And
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
absolutely. That's happened to me a lot.
yeah, and then you realize that I'm going to be getting out of here, and a lot of people aren't. Um,
Yep.
so let's concentrate on that, and you know let's work toward that, and actually help the doctors rather than swing at them when they come with the food you don't like. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't do anything like that.
I miraculously I actually haven't really needed many hospital stays
Mm,
aside from like when I've had surgery.
yeah,
Uh, I'm usually able to heal outside of hospitals,
that's cool.
which is a freaking miracle considering what I've been through.
Yeah,
Cause like
absolutely.
the aside from having to basically relearn to walk for my sciatica, uh, there have been times where I've walked so much that my body couldn't take it and my leg muscles started like falling apart.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then after
So it's a
you,
miracle that I was able to heal that without going to the hospital.
yeah, when your body doesn't really let you get stronger, that's that's kind of a foreign concept, even to those of us who absolutely refuse to exercise.
Yeah, like I want to get stronger. I want to exercise, and my body's more often than not, my body's like, nope, nope, you
Yeah,
don't get to.
yeah. It'll make it worse if you try something. We'll
Yeah, exactly. Like I can lift weights just fine, but when it comes to walking around and like doing regular cardio, I can't do it.
mm, yeah, yeah. It's. Do you find it exhausting having to explain that to people?
Not really, because like I said, I like talking to people about my conditions. I feel that the more people know about what I go through and what people with my conditions go through, the more empathetic people are going to be, and the more accommodating people are going to be.
Yeah, empathy is in short supply these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think about everybody can agree to that. But A little bit of putting yourself in other people's shoes can go a long way.
Exactly.
Yeah, and not mine though, because I've got special shoes. Please don't mess my shoes up.
I also have special shoes.
And I have one of my cats, Sheldon the dingbat. Um, he's a he's a creamsicle colored cat. So yeah,
Aww.
and he's like a Jethro, strong, no brain, runs into things head first. He likes to reach down and pull the sole out of the shoes.
Aww.
I'm like, Sheldon, you're very odd. But with this streaming, you kind of get that chance to expand and explore and meet folks and not have to have the pain of getting out and being among people uh,
Yeah.
and worry about how the physical's doing.
Yeah. Though I actually am planning. I'm in the process of planning a big area meetup uh in March, but so far nobody's really signed up for it yet.
Yeah,
I'm working to make it happen though, because I really want to hang out with everybody.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, so tell me about signing up with Irium and why you decided to go that route.
Sure. So I found Irium through a couple of ways. First, they had been posting a lot of advertisements all over like Twitter and Instagram to try to get eyes on them, which obviously works because advertising has to work somehow. Yeah. Uh,
Hopefully.
but I also saw uh, somebody who's not with them anymore. She went by Princess Lollipop,
Hmm.
and she had Tourette's syndrome, and she was using her platform to talk about what life with Tourette's is like. So I saw that and I was like, hey, maybe I could do that. So I went and I applied to the debut support program, and it was pretty much like a regular job interview. Um, and then I got in. I made my design, and I debuted October 10th,
Yeah,
which I believe is World Mental Health Day. So
yeah,
that's a pretty good day for a disability advocate to hop on, I suppose.
absolutely. So really, it's been less than a month.
Yeah, my first month anniversary is coming up.
Yeah.
Still working on what I'm gonna be doing for that.
So now about a month in, is it what you expected or is it more?
It's about what I expected. Um, I have made so many friends.
Hmm.
Uh, more than I can count, more than I can even name, probably off the top of my head. Uh, everybody's been so nice, so kind. Uh, I I was really worried that there would be like not like infighting, but like hostility between the streamers, like rivalries and stuff.
Yeah,
Nope, everybody's really supportive of everybody else.
yeah, yeah. And I
Uh,
yeah, I know it happens, but it makes no sense to me as an outsider looking in because you know it, in my old business of radio, yeah, you're fighting for the same group of people, and you're in all's fair in radio and war, I guess. But the there's no reason for two streamers right now to have any beef like that because the audience is still out there to be gotten. There's no finite group. Um,
I mean, yes, but also Irium has like little contests and stuff,
yeah,
uh, which actually just wrapped up.
yeah.
There was a contest where the two top winners would get a live 2D model, so like a very fancy model
Hmm.
worth like at least $1,000
Yeah,
for free,
yeah.
which is a huge boon.
Yes.
So of course I tried my best, and I promised that I would donate whatever I earned from the contest to the Markman Foundation,
Yeah.
and I managed to end the contest in 11th place out of about 90 streamers, which is absolutely incredible
Oh,
because it was mostly a popularity contest.
yeah.
So the fact that I managed to even place that high is I'm so incredibly grateful.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it says there's a lot of people that enjoy not only just interacting with you, but supporting what you're doing, and to have that already just a few weeks in is pretty heartening, I would think.
Yeah, it's really incredible. I I've made so many friends. I've done a couple of collaborative streams already that have been a lot of fun. Uh, I on my very first day, I actually placed number one on the Irium leaderboard. We
Cool.
have a daily leaderboard, and I placed number one on my very first day. Uh, and
That had to put a
yeah,
huge smile on your face after that. Like, whoa, hey,
oh my God, yeah.
yeah.
I didn't even realize I had placed number one until like after the stream when everybody was coming to me like, hey, Kyudee, you placed number one, and I was like, what?
You're sure you're looking at the right cutie?
Yeah. Um,
So, how do you?
and I don't know if you've heard it yet, but actually during my debut, I wrote a big speech, thanking everybody for their support so far,
Yeah.
and it uh one of my friends, Baps, managed to record it, and now it's up on my YouTube channel.
Cool.
So you can actually hear me talking about a good chunk of my past and
Yeah.
thanking everybody, and uh, it still rings so true that I really couldn't be doing this without everyone's support, and I'm just so grateful to everyone.
Baps is cool. We had Baps on a little while ago. Um,
Oh yeah, she's wonderful. I love
yeah,
her.
yeah. The folks I've met from Miriam so far, I think I'm almost at the 2 dozen mark now of interviews,
Wow.
which is I think pretty great to me. Um, there's everybody seems to be very enthused about it, and the format
Yep.
is obviously different than other I say regular other types of streaming. I mean,
Mhm.
you have to be on your toes with it. Have you been able to
Yep.
keep up with it so far?
So far so good. I did make a suggestion to the staff that maybe they could add like a little sound effect or something when new messages come in, just to make it easier to to follow along with the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a either a miscommunication or like a little language barrier or something, because I don't think they really got what I was trying to ask about.
Mm. Yeah,
But I'll try to ask again about it in the future. See what they say.
yeah. So, what did you think when you first saw what was happening on Irium, and you saw
I
the fact there was no lag at all?
I I thought that it was absolutely incredible, especially because a big part of why I was hesitant about becoming a VTuber for a while is because A, I would have to learn all these different programs on my computer, and B, I would have had to pay a lot of money just to
Mm-hmm.
get a model.
Mm-hmm.
So to see a VTuber platform where I could A, just stream from my phone without having to learn anything fancy,
Mm-hmm.
and B, get a model for free, I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm all in. Let's do it.
So, what has been the easiest and toughest thing for you to get used to now that you've turned the microphone on?
The easiest thing to get used to is probably just the persona itself, really, because
Mm-hmm.
like I drew my initial first draft
Yeah.
myself.
Cool.
I drew it myself, completely picked the color scheme, picked everything, uh, and then I sent it off to Irium's team where they worked their magic. So the easiest thing was adapting to the model itself,
Mm-hmm.
because I this was my entire creation basically.
Right.
Uh, I did have a few alternate names I could have chosen from, but yeah, I'm it's been so easy for me to adapt to the point where I will talk to my dog in the third person, and I will call myself Kyudee to my dog.
And the dog just raises one ear, like, huh?
He doesn't really have anything going on in that head of his anyway, so I don't think he really minds.
He's got Sheldon brain.
Oh, absolutely, he does.
Well, for to be able to do this and have that opportunity to expand and make the world so much bigger for you, what would you have done if this wasn't available? Would you have tried streaming on any other platform eventually if you came up with it?
Well, like I said, the thing about the models is that unless I were to somehow teach myself how to make a live 2D model from scratch, or unless I were to pay like $1,000 minimum to somebody to make me a custom live 2D model, I probably wouldn't have been a VTuber at
Yeah.
all. I probably would have just been a faceless streamer entirely, just like no camera, no model, no nothing, just my voice over the gameplay footage.
Yeah, yeah. With $1,000, I can buy 3 cars.
With $1,000, you can buy 2 Nintendo Switch 2s.
Yeah, yeah, but I need the cars. If you're buying $300 cars, they ain't gonna last long. So you go to the next one.
Yeah, I
Disposable.
can't even drive anyway. I don't know what I would do with a single car.
Hopefully, I can borrow it. But yeah, it can be expensive. But again, Irium's kind of shown where you don't have to have the biggest layout, and technology has improved to the point where you can just use your phone, and it will work out perfectly fine. Now, adding games and stuff, I don't think is going to be on the line for Irium anytime soon because of how things have gone in Japan for him. Well, without it, but you say that you've got a YouTube going too.
Yeah. So far, it's just the video uh of my speech. But when I eventually work up the nerve to do like song covers and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I'll probably upload those there.
Song covers, yes. Make sure you let us know so we
Uh,
can promote all that stuff.
yep. And speaking of song covers, I'm actually working on setting up an Irium a cappella group
Oh, now that
because I
that
thought it'd be fun. Because
yeah,
when I was in high school and in college, I had the opportunity to join some in person acapella groups, and I was too nervous, so I didn't. But I was like, hey, I have this presence online now. I have all these friends. Maybe we could do an online acapella group and just record solo and then mix it together.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be great. That would be really good. Kind of like a barbershop quartet with every part of the quartet on a different continent.
Yeah. um, Irium can't really do that though, because
No,
right now it's only the U.S. servers are only really for people in the U.S.
right.
and then the Japan servers are only really for people in Japan.
I'm looking in the future.
I have heard that there are workarounds, but I will not touch them because I do not want to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There may be things that we're not going to talk
But
about
yeah,
that you can do.
and speaking of Irium, the first anniversary is actually coming up.
Yep. Yep.
The week of November 11th to November 17th, they're going to be doing a whole lot of special stuff.
Yep.
So that's exciting.
Saris is coming on with me here, and we're gonna talk about it.
Nice.
And yeah, yeah. If you want to talk about what's going on with them getting hold of Saris, they'll set you straight. So that's coming up in a couple days. We'll have that up so everybody will know. So
Nice.
So are you? I mean, it's very early yet, but could you have gotten off to a better start?
I don't know actually, because I think, well, because by the time I started streaming, I had about 300 followers on my Twitter
Mm-hmm.
and a little under 150 followers on Irium. And since I've been streaming, that's been bumped up to almost 250 on Irium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So considering I just started out, I think I'm doing pretty good for myself.
Yeah. I mean, that's 102, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
That's pretty dang good. And just getting started too. And with right now, you haven't even really gotten the chance to start promoting yourself yet.
I mean, I've been networking from day one.
Yeah.
Like the second that I got accepted, I've been going around Irium, joining as many people's streams as I can,
Yeah.
and being like, "Hi, I'm Kyudee Pai. I'm pre-debut. Blah 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 blah." And then the streamers will go, "Hey everybody, Kyudee Pai's pre-debut. Go follow them so you can watch them when they start."
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, so I've been networking like that, and
Yeah.
I've also been doing a lot of networking on my Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
in fact, the post I made revealing my design to the public got seen by like 4,000 people in
Whoa.
just a day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And that's pretty viral.
Yep.
Yeah.
People have actually been asking me from that day onwards when I'm gonna have plushies of me because I'm so cute and round. Uh, and unfortunately, I checked with the staff. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it until I get my intellectual property rights.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
But
lots of
because I
contracting
make an
stuff.
effort, yep. Because I make an effort to do 2 hours every single day, I will be, as long as I keep doing that, I will be able to get my intellectual property around March.
Mm.
So it shouldn't be too long a wait.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to see you each day, one way or another.
Yes.
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 Yeah. So
Every single day, I make sure to set 2 hours aside minimum.
yeah.
A lot. Sometimes my streams will go for 4 hours. Sometimes they'll even go for 5.
Oh.
Most of the time, it's just 2 hours, and then once I hit the 2 hour mark, I say my goodbyes just so I don't burn myself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
But yeah. So far, it's been nice to give myself something to do.
Yeah.
Mostly because since I have all these conditions, it's been really hard for me to like find a regular person job and stuff.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. If you've got something like that going on, and it's not always, it's not the same every day. It's very tough to explain to people what's happening, and it's very tough to keep any sort of regular schedule.
Absolutely.
You can have one day where you just can't move, and the next day you're okay. I mean, you can get up.
Like there have been days where I have been in so much pain that I literally couldn't even sit up. So when I would do my streams, I would have to use my my little chibi model, which doesn't have any like facial tracking or anything, just so I could still do my stream. Because the tracking doesn't work when we're lying down unless we happen to be like lying on our backs and like just perpetually holding the phone up.
That would hurt.
Which is, for 2 hours that would be a bit too much to ask.
That'd be too much if you didn't have something going on.
Yeah.
Jeez, but the fact that you're still able to do this, it says a lot. It's a testament to your, well, for lack of a better term, stubbornness, to keep going through what's happening. I've always said people aren't the product of their conditions. They are the triumph that emerges from those. And you're certainly.
I couldn't agree more.
You're doing that right now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and it kind of living by example here of what you're doing.
Yep. And I do feel that it's pertinent to add that a big part of why I wanted to be a VTuber in the first place is actually because of Iron Mouth, who a lot of people may know. If people don't know her, she's pretty much the most famous VTuber right now. Pink and purple hair, little horns. she's got all sorts of like lung conditions and such. So
Yeah.
uh,
Immune problems and such.
yeah, a lot of immune system problems, a lot of lung problems. So she's been using her platform to raise awareness for that
Mm-hmm.
and raise money for that,
Yep.
uh, which is very, very admirable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
There's just some people who, people are, first of all, people are people. You can't, you can't
yep.
overestimate them. You can't underestimate them. Sometimes, and once sometimes they get to a certain level, they kind of tend to forget where they come from.
Mm.
That's not the case with her. She knows exactly where she comes from because she's still there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
uh, and it's a being able to use any platform you have to benefit others is brilliant. I don't know
Mm.
how you look at it. So I mean,
Yeah.
you could
And
very easily be doing
it,
this for yourself and just say, me, but that's not you.
yeah, in fact, starting in December, every even numbered month from December onwards, I'm going to be designating a week to be a charity week
Mm.
where I will donate everything I earn over the course of a single week to an organization that helps folks like me.
Ah,
Uh, so in December and February, I'll be donating the proceeds from those 2 weeks to the Cerebral Palsy Foundation because
yes,
that's my biggest condition by far.
yeah,
And then in next April and next June, I'll be donating the proceeds from those 2 weeks to an organization called Smile Train, which helps give kids and sometimes adults the cleft palate and cleft lip surgeries they need to be
yeah,
able to speak properly, eat properly, etc.
right,
Because I was born with a cleft palate,
hmm,
so the entire roof of my mouth just didn't exist at all.
yeah,
Like it was just a giant hole.
yeah. People don't realize
Uh,
that sort of thing, and I'm sure anybody listening is like putting their tongue up there right now, like we're like,
yeah,
yeah.
like I don't even have a uvula because the entire roof of my mouth is just basically just fake, basically.
You're
Uh,
uvuless.
yeah, I'm uvulous. And then next uh next August and next October, I'll be donating to the Marfan Foundation again.
Mm,
Uh, which is part of why I picked the Marfan Foundation to support for the event because otherwise I would have to wait like a whole year to support them, and I
right.
didn't want to wait that long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, that's wonderful that you're doing that. And I worked with a couple of folks in the radio business who um, were able to work, who had cerebral palsy and were able to work. Um, uh, people people kind of put that in a category of you know oh, they're not able to do anything, but there's there's still different levels and grades of how it affects them, and there's still a lot of things people can, if they get the right setup, they're able to do a lot of things. They're able to contribute and do everything.
Sorry, my mom walked in with the dog. But
Um,
yeah, that's exactly right. Because a lot of people, when they think cerebral palsy, they think, oh, they're gonna be in a wheelchair. They're gonna like have their head tilted to the side. They're like not gonna be able to speak,
mhm,
and that's only some of the cases.
right.
A lot of us, we can walk, we can talk, we can dress ourselves, we can feed ourselves,
Hmm.
and I believe it's up to as many of us as possible, especially in the communications realm,
Hmm.
to like show that to people.
Yeah, yeah, and his voice wasn't affected at all. He had a great voice, one of those radio voices. That you didn't have to work on, and it wasn't affected by that. But there are some folks I've met that do have problems with it. But again, you can't put everybody in the same boat as far as anything like that is
Exactly,
concerned.
exactly.
It affects people differently a little bit, and I really wish we could figure it out before people had to deal with it. But
Yeah.
that's a That's something we're working toward in the future. But uh,
Yep.
so for you, is there something that you really like to do on stream
Uh,
that if you said if you talked to the Arium folks and said I want to do this, that you would do immediately?
I already did it on stream. I'm actually professionally trained in stand-up comedy, so I did my most recent set while streaming on Irium.
Oh, you do have so much more courage than I do in every way.
I think it helps that they can't actually see my real face, because if they could, I would probably be a lot more nervous to do it.
Mm-hmm. And so, where'd you get training at, if you don't mind saying?
I was trained at a local comedy club, and sorry,
No problem.
I was trained at a local comedy club, and my university had a course for it,
Oh, cool.
so I got training in both places,
Oh,
and
excellent,
yeah,
excellent. Well, that's really good um, training, really, for Irium, because you have to be on your toes and react to what's coming up to it. And if you're doing,
yeah, absolutely.
you have to react to your
It
audience.
especially helped me with crowd work.
Yeah, yeah. You have to react to your audience eventually.
Yep.
And
And it's actually surprisingly similar to streaming, because while you're up there on stage and the lights are up, you
yeah,
can't actually see the audience at all.
yeah, yeah. And that probably would have helped me out when I was young. I could go on the radio with 4-digit people and not be worried about it. But if you got me in a room with 10 people, then my legs would lock up. I don't want them to see me, and I don't want to see them.
I mean, I used to do theater before I gave it up,
Hmm.
so that did help a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would help a lot, especially with being able to project your voice correctly and that sort of thing. Because I do think that this, no matter where you're streaming from, the personality and how you bring it across is the biggest main thing, the biggest main draw. Um,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
and people will come back for that. And so when you got people starting to come back, how did that make you feel?
I was very happy. A lot of my frequent supporters are actually my in real life friends and my family members,
Hmm.
but a lot of them are just people I met through them coming to my streams.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, and that's something else. You've been able to socially network without having to leave the room.
Yep. So far, it's actually been pretty easy, because I average like 3 to 5 viewers a stream.
Hmm.
And I know that that doesn't sound like a lot, but considering that on Irium a lot of us tend to stream at the exact same time,
Hmm.
the fact that 5 people would even want to come hang out with me is pretty heartwarming.
Yeah, and over a period of time too, and um, it doesn't really reflect the number of followers you have necessarily, because not everybody, especially if you're not streaming at the same time every day. Um,
Yeah, no, my streams are a little inconsistent, because there are some times where I can stream in the evening. There are other times where I can't stream in the evening, so I have to stream like at 8 in the morning,
yeah.
which I'm gonna have to do this coming Saturday,
Uh, uh,
because I
uh,
have Dungeons and Dragons and then a Broadway show back to back.
oh my gosh.
So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah. Roll for endurance.
yeah. But the good part about Dungeons and Dragons is it's every other week, so I
Yeah.
only have to accommodate for it sometimes anyway.
When did you start with D&D?
Um, I've been doing Dungeons and Dragons with this same DM for, I want to say, maybe 3 years
Whoa.
ish. Uh, we've known each other for a while. That's all I'll say on that front.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been a great DM. We've done a whole bunch of different campaigns together.
Mm.
We did a Persona campaign based on
Ah.
the Persona video game.
Yeah.
We did a Kingdom Hearts campaign.
Yeah.
where all of the worlds were like anime and manga worlds instead of Disney worlds, because
Yeah.
that we figured that would be more fun, and it was more fun. Uh, and now we're doing a completely original thing where it's a bunch of teenagers get sent to a fantasy world, and while they're in the fantasy world, they get superpowers.
Ah, so they get to
So
be,
that's been a lot of fun.
yeah, that, I played D&D in the days when it was just one book, um, where you couldn't be a mage slash uh, psychologist, drow, half elf, half basilisk character.
I mean, we don't really use D&D itself. We use other similar systems, but yeah.
It's a little complicated for the old man. Okay, so I had,
I'm actually working on developing a campaign myself
yeah.
that I plan on hosting for other Irium streamers.
You gonna DM?
I don't know when that'll be because I have to determine like which rules to use, like which
Yeah,
rule book to use.
right.
But yeah, it hopefully it'll be fun.
Are you gonna DM?
Yes, I am.
Ooh.
I've never really DM'd before, but I figured, hey, if I'm among friends, it'll be fine. It's just for fun anyway.
You're gonna get it.
I'm already developing like an army of like 30 NPCs
Oh, no, no, no.
just so that we can flesh out the story. Because every single session, the party's gonna meet one NPC from the list,
Yes.
and then we're gonna go down the list until all 26 of them are covered.
One of the things we used to do to the DM way back when is we carried a dead body around, and we knew that he always was setting traps in rooms. So we tossed the dead body in front of us and set off the traps and just walk in. He was so
That's
angry.
amazing.
He's like, "Oh, your dead body falls apart. You can't use it anymore. Okay, we'll kill something else and carry it around."
That's amazing. I love that.
Oh, it was. Torturing the DM is has never gone out of style. Um, so for you, this is gonna. I mean, it's kind of fit for you, isn't it? This was. It's like
Yeah.
somebody served it up on a plate for you and said, "Here you go, cutie."
Yeah, exactly. Irium is quite possibly the best platform I could have found.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's. I'm amazed at how well it fits.
yeah.
It just really sets up for you, and the fact that you're able to spread that wonderful personality of yours around, and people are continuing to come in and support you is wonderful in itself. I'm glad you're able to do
Oh,
that.
thank you so much.
I'm really glad you're able to do that because um it can things are hard enough.
Yeah, like in when I went to college, I actually studied media communications, not to like do something like this, but to learn how to write for the screen
Hmm.
because I wanted to write like for a TV show or something.
Yeah.
But then by the time I graduated, AI was everywhere, and AI was just writing everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Well, guess nobody's gonna want to hire me to do TV shows or
Yeah.
something." So then
Yeah.
I started trying to pivot to something else, and then I happened to find this, and here we are.
Well, AI's taking over the cheapy announcing stuff too, because I mean, you can still hire a radio announcer to do something for a half a cheese sandwich, and it could have a bite taken out of it. We don't care, but the people still use the AI voices for their stupid commercials on YouTube. That
Yeah, and speaking of stupid AI commercials, Coca-Cola's at it again.
oh,
They, last year they made a commercial with AI, and this year they're doing it again, and it's like, oh my god, just hire real people.
gee,
Like they have the funds to do it. They can hire real people. I don't know why they're refusing.
yeah. I mean, first of all, the products are never good enough to buy to start with that do that. I mean, like it's not a real dog, okay? It's not. It doesn't look like a real dog, don't buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you don't care enough to hire somebody for the cheapest amount possible, then your product must really suck. And that's and it's the same voice.
Yeah.
Millions of doctors don't want you to know.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But the good news is pretty much everybody on Irium is vehemently anti AI,
Yeah.
which is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
I do have confirmation that the person who drew my model is in fact a real person, and they didn't just stick my art into like an AI generator and make the model that way.
Yeah. I tried one time when the first came out that AIs were stealing stuff off of Twitter. I put some of my horrific and terrible art up there, stick figures and stuff, and I was like, choke on it. If they stole my stuff, I poisoned them immediately. If you start seeing AI art with like just the worst stick figures ever to grace mankind, that was my doing. Okay, I poisoned them from the inside. Kyudee, it's such a pleasure talking with you, and I thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Eric.
Yeah, you're one of those gems we have to keep polished and keep shining.
Oh, thank you.
Because you're doing good stuff. And folks, we're going to have the links in the description for the video here. Check out what Kyudee Pai's got going on in Irium, and the YouTube channel that eventually is going to have things like covers on it and stuff too.
Yep.
And support the charities, because that's always huge as well. Thanks again for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.